love this man. And I have to have him.
I'm a mommy.
Mommy?
I'm a mom.
Mamacita.
No, I'm a mommy.
A mom of what? A dog?
I have a daughter.
Like in real life?
Yeah.
I feel like the quintessential problem for a lot of women is they let these random men that they know are not forever impregnate them. Why are you letting a stranger shoot up your club? I will never understand that. Why are you laying down with a person and allowing him to shift the rest of your life when you know he's not your forever? Why? Like, if you're gonna have a body count, have a body count. Cool. I'm not here to judge. However, don't let these men shoot up your club. Because now you're giving a random or a loser or a moment of passion depict the rest of your life and lower your value, your sexual market value, not your value as a human, but your sexual market in the streets, which will absolutely lower for most people. There are exceptions to the rule. Most of us are not the exception. So if that's the case, why would you dim your own odds? Like Will Smith says, why would you kick yourself in the balls? Why would you knowingly do that to yourself? That's my question. And anybody that's got an answer, let me know in these comments. Oh, somebody said shooting up the club multiple times. Facts.
That's crazy.
I'm not going for it. There's no way that I would get pregnant from a loser. Some women are just getting pregnant from straight losers.
Or other people's husbands.
Could you imagine? That's the ultimate, just, ugh. And when I say loser, what I mean by that is he's losing at life. Like he has no ambition. You know, he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know God. Like you're losing right now. Not to say that you can't become a winner. You know, every winner started off as a loser. But get your stuff together. I just would never. I wouldn't, all caps, never, ever.
I don't know if it's just me, but anytime a woman gets pregnant for a fuckboy, I be like, bruh, I hope she does not keep the baby. And I'm saying this because when a woman gets pregnant for a toxic ass man, it gets worse before it ever gets better. And don't get me wrong, some men actually do change. Some men actually do change their ways when they baby mama pop up pregnant. I salute them. But a good majority of men, they don't change and they actually get worse. It's too many men that get women pregnant, and then before the baby even gets here, those same women have to turn into a single mother. Which that shit right there, it honestly takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of strength to say, yeah, fuck that motherfucker I had a kid with. I'd rather just be a single mother. Because life is too short to be dealing with that toxic on and off shit for the rest of your life. But I'm not gonna lie, like, it's better to just leave a situation without kids. And this is coming from somebody that has a child. I love being a mom and I love my child with my whole entire heart. But sharing a child with somebody that you feel nothing towards, it just be like, what's the point? And then if you're able to leave a relationship without a child, you don't have to worry about somebody trying to control you through your child. You don't have to stay in contact with somebody that you don't even want to communicate with just to be fair to your child. When you don't have a kid, you can just get up and go and do as you please. Me personally, I do not be mad at women at all when they send them babies back.
All right, why do women always get knocked up by losers? And a lot of times, a lot of times women probably, in my opinion, this is just a straight guesstimation, but it seems like women abort more babies from productive men. They just don't want to have babies with productive men. And a lot of times the thing is this new, feminism liberation of women. They want to be able to do it by themselves. And that's selfish because your kid thrives in a 2-parent household. So a lot of women have babies. They have babies. And the plan before, as soon as they get knocked up or before they get knocked up, the plan is to lead a man. Take him to child support, take the child, alienate him away from the child. And in my mind, in some women's mind, I'm not saying this about the majority, but some women's mind, that's just revenge. This is revenge for him cheating on me or telling me no for a Gucci bag or this is revenge for me having to settle for him. And they want to hurt you. The first thing that most women do, even women that you think got high character, the first thing that they do, they want to hurt the man. If the man do something wrong or it don't work out, the first thing they want to do when they get leverage over him, they get a baby over him. That's what they do. They use the child as leverage. They use the child to control the man. And that's what it really boiled down to. Even when you look at, what community is becoming in America, where you got women talking about, I don't want to be in traditional relationships, but hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. You're going to enjoy it. And they talking about, I don't want to try a relationship and slavery and all this stuff. A lot of them say it because they can't get it, right? A lot of them say it because they not built or they wasn't raised to be in those relationships, right? But the thing about kind of not being in those relationships, the kids suffer. Nothing is heirlooms are not passed down, properties are not passed down, money is not passed down. Your kids start off in the negative. And that's what you kind of see in a lot of communities, is that women want to show that they can do it by themselves, even though we got 20, 30 years of y'all trying to do it, about 40 years of y'all trying to do it by yourself. And look what y'all do. Y'all complain about the men today kind of being on a homosexual, metrosexual side. You got men, that's wearing bonnets like women. You got men that got septum rings. They got, dangling earrings like females. They hold, mannerisms are female, and they may not necessarily be homosexual or bisexual. They may never not be on that side. But the problem is, y'all raised these women, had them in Lane Bryant, had them in Ashley's, had them in, female department stores and trying on clothes with them, and all that type of stuff. And y'all did that. But a lot of women tend to, have babies by losers because, and I say this all the time, it's a reflection of their character. See, when a woman gets with a man, he's under his leadership a lot of the time, or they want to fight this man and butt break him, and they want to lead him to self-destruction. Women are not built to lead relationships. Emotional thinking, going off feel, irrational thinking, and most of even the older women, they don't know enough to lead a young nigga nowhere. And that's a fact. And a lot of women get with these losers because, one, sometimes, they want to have control over them. That's their whole thing. They felt like their mama told them no, they couldn't wear this, or their daddy told them no, they had to do this. They was protected, or they had to stay inside, or they watched their brother had a homegirl who said her brother got to do whatever he wanted, and the mama kept the women close. And I had to explain to her, yes, he has to get out there and learn the world to protect and provide. And not to be soft. For the women, y'all can't go outside and have the liberation that he got, because that's not going to be your job to protect and provide for the family. Y'all got to be homemakers, and somebody can strong arm y'all, and y'all easily influenced. You get turned out, y'all, run away, somebody might grape soda you and all that. So that's why we keep the girls close, because once the girls go through some type of trauma, emotional, once they go through real or physical trauma, women don't heal from that. That destroys future relationships. That destroys future development. So that's why we keep the women closer to the vest. You got to give them liberation too, but we got to watch them a lot more closer than the boys. Boys can persevere and overcome a lot more than women can. That's just the way biology is built, right? But a lot of women tend to, be with the losers and the busters and all that, because they want to control them, A, or B, they want to be losers. They stay losers themselves. They don't want to get better. See, guys that see a woman and she may not be where she need to be at, and if he can tutor her and show her where she need to be at, and give her the game, oh, this is what you need to do, and she can listen, a guy build the woman up. Hey, even if it don't work out, she go out and she be going and she be a perfect wife for somebody else. TK Kirkland said that. He said, I didn't show women how to be wives I done been with. I can just show her it is cool. Guys don't even make, if we casually kick it, or you just a girl I know I work with, or a family friend, or a sister, I'm gonna just give you the game. And if you listen, you're gonna be successful. But a lot of them is just a reflection of their character. They don't want to do better. They don't want to be financially responsible. They see all the bad things as trucking on headlights, going to the club, getting drunk, being a hoe. They see that as fun, but that's permanent damage, for down the line. And then when you're ready to be a wife, you got a whole catalog, especially with cameras and all niggas being chatty patties. You got a whole catalog or a whole body of work, and you being a whore. But hey, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Peace.
Some of you get beaten up with pregnancy, but you will get pregnant again for the same man, misusing your womb. They will beat you up. First pregnancy, second pregnancy, third pregnancy, fourth pregnancy, fifth pregnancy. Is that not mental illness? At this point, it is mental illness. It is not a joke. But when you come on this page, you'll be looking for sympathy. Did you feel bad for yourself when you put yourself through hell, misusing your womb? Did you feel bad? I don't feel pity for you. I don't. You're gonna take, you should take accountability for your poor decision making. Take accountability. Yes. Take accountability. That's the problem. These are the issues. Everybody wants to be empathetic. Oh no, let's feel sorry for her. Look at the man she had the child for. She had the kids, the children. Look at the man. The man was home. He was at home. While she was busy covering for him, dear, saying that the man was sick, the man came out gidigba. Gidigba. Y'all want people to feel bad for that woman so badly.